Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've made one of these little outing videos. The last few months have been pretty crazy, but I finally got time to do a trip this long weekend and figured I'd take you all along. I'm out here on the Olympic Peninsula in an area that I haven't explored really yet. I've been out to the Lake Crescent area, but I've never been on any of the trails out nearby. So now I'm making my way up to a lookout on the mountain along this road that really isn't too technical. It's an active service road for a radio tower, so it's probably pretty well upkept. Seems pretty well graded and everything. But yeah, this is a little long weekend trip. I'm gonna go out and goof off today. Tomorrow I am going to explore another area and then make my way south, meet up with my wife and mother-in-law and son out at Ocean Shores on the coast where they have a hotel, and I'll join back up with them and we'll have a good time out on the beach and then make our way back. So stay tuned. It's definitely getting a bit spooky the further up I get here into the clouds, a little dark. The trees around here are interesting. They're covered in kind of like a weird lichen or moss. And they're very dense, like unusually dense forest, which makes me think that it might be an old tree farm that was turned over to the National Forest at some point, or they ended their lease. But yeah, let me see if I can give you a look here. I made it to this lookout. It's a former fire watch, I think. But they took the building down for safety reasons, and so all that's left is this platform. I was a little worried that I wouldn't have a view, but pleasantly surprised. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Pretty freaking cool, but also quite cold. I am on top of a mountain. It's April 1st today, and it's no joke that it's a little chilly out, and there's still a little bit of snow on the ground out here. Not enough to really show you, but you can see it on the trees. The trees still have a bit of frost. Boy, the rivers down there are just gorgeous. Gorgeous out here. You can see evidence of tree farming and stuff like that. Big business out here in this area, but there's a lot of untouched or reclaimed land, which is just gorgeous, and it's awesome that I can just drive up here and check it out. I mean, I've also heard it's a really nice hike. As a rule of thumb, I try not to do hikes that you can also drive up to the top, because there's nothing more depressing for me than getting to the top after a long hike and finding a dude in his 4Runner who just drove up with all of his camping gear and you know, his coffee or whatever. That's frustrating. So anyway, pretty beautiful. I'm gonna go check out a couple more things. This is a scouting mission for me. I'm riding solo. I don't have my wife or son with me or my dog, and my plan is to just check out a few things, waste my own time. That way when I want to go out with the family, I can just beeline it straight for cool sights. I don't have to deal with dead ends, and I know where I'm going. So my goal here is to check out some stuff that I've researched and see if it's worth going to with the family. So I'm going to continue on with my drive, take you along with me. I don't really want to erode the road anymore off to the side, so I'm going to see if I can just move this stuff out of the way real quick. washouts like this aren't uncommon in the Northwest, but this one's probably going to end up closing this road real soon unless they get a major crew out. This washout is crazy. Just took out all the trees. Jeez. All right, continue on. Hopefully it gets through. This is one of those things where you have to decide whether or not the Forest Service did this to keep people from continuing for some reason, or private people did it, or a tree fell and this is just all that's been cleared so far. Take a look. It's a little tight, but I think I could even make it through this without moving anything at all. Yeah, so looking at this a little bit more, it's looking like this is a washout zone and all this stuff just washed out. Maybe some of the fallen trees got caught and kind of pulled down. So I don't think this road is closed. I think just private citizens have kind of cleared as much as they could within reason, but the road is kind of just partially blocked. So if I can fit through here, I think I'm good to keep going. The road looks fine past it, so let's see what we can do. Alright, looks like my track width was just about the same as whatever went through here before me, because I just fell right into the tracks and it looks like I squeezed by just fine. I even missed that log over there, which is nice. I kind of had to go around it, so hell yeah, not bad. This wasn't even hard to drive through at all, so. This is a nice Forest Service road. Like, it's quite well graded. It's not washed out or anything. I'm just running into a handful of small obstacles like this fallen tree. This is a small one. You can probably barely see that. But just evidence that nobody has been down this road in a while. So I might be the first one to go down it, you know, this spring. Maybe, you know, at least one of the few. And it's pretty cool. So hopefully we don't run into anything too big that we can't get by. I don't know about this one, boys. This might be a showstopper for me. Yeesh. I'm gonna take a look at it and see if it's something that I could possibly even clear. There's a pretty gnarly root base. You can see it right there. It's pretty dense. I mean, I've got a like a metal shovel. I could hack away at that a little bit, but the problem is, let's say I hack it away to about here. This is like a not super reinforced drop off, you know what I mean? So I'd have one tire here, and then I'd have another tire just like scraping by all this, and then whoever's been cutting the trees ahead of me, somebody came out here at some point. Whoever's been doing that has a pretty skinny track width here, maybe like an older Jeep Wrangler or a motorcycle or something. Oh yeah, also it's snowing. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired, but I managed to clear some of these trees, get all the trees clear, and then work on this pinch point. I measured my track width and everything, and it's gonna be tight. Hack this down with my shovel, tried to break it apart, cut some of the root structure to get it out of the way in case I kind of tip that direction. Oh boy. Yeah, man. Let's give it a shot. That was probably a little dumb, to be honest. I did make it through though, but if I have to turn around because of some reason and go back the other way, it's gonna be tough because I won't be able to see the route that I just squeezed by. Boy, it was tight. And then I was just right up on this ridge here. Well, hopefully it was worth it. Pretty weird rocks. Almost looks like somebody put them there. Hopefully I'm not stumbling upon some sort of weird grow operation or something. Gosh darn it. Gotta try and move this guy. Turns out I could fit by just with decent enough clearance. It's just kind of hard to see the passenger side, so onward. God, another obstacle. This time, old man winter. I really do not want to turn around, so I'm gonna push it a little bit. I'm gonna air down the tires now because I'm just fully inflated, so I'm gonna air down and take it cautiously and play it safe. We'll see how it goes. I would like to push through because turning around would just totally suck. End of the road. This ain't happening. Too much snow. We're increasing in elevation. I'm not prepared for a snow wheeling trip, and I'm solo, and just isn't what I want to do right now. My goal was to connect up with a more major Forest Service road and then dip out of here, out of the mountains. But looks like I'm gonna have to backtrack. Take a look at what this looks like. It's just has to be like a foot or more of snow on the road right in this area, and we're increasing in elevation. I've got another like 500 feet or so to go before it levels off and then starts to go back down. Oh boy. All right, all that crap that you saw me go through, gonna have to go back through it to get out of here. Wish me luck. All right, well, I made it out alive. If you want to know what the drive back was like, just imagine all the obstacles I went through on the way out just in reverse. Actually went a lot faster this time. Having some of the obstacles on the driver's side made things a little easier, plus having already done them before. So now I'm kind of back down at the bottom. At the beginning of this trail, I had to backtrack about 10 miles or so, so pretty good distance. And I'm putting the air back in the tires, some air back in the tires, because I'm probably going to try and hit the highway, make some distance, get out a little closer to my destination. And I think it's like about 3:30, almost 4. So I need to find somewhere to sleep tonight. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Well, after a lot of dead-end searching and driving around, I think I found the spot I'm going to hang out in for the night. If you can see behind me, it's not bad. It's good. Let me show you around a little bit. Now, I don't think this is a very good spot for tent camping with the family or so, but if you had a rooftop tent maybe, or obviously me, I'm sleeping in my car today, just because like there's kind of like a undeveloped little road here. It kind of dead ends, but still somebody could drive down, and beautiful area out here. Well, it's been a long drive. I'm gonna take it easy for a bit, maybe get set up. I need to eat some dinner. It's almost 5, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right, this is kind of just the setup right now. I did leave one of the totes back at home, the one that usually has all the sleeping bags and stuff. I have chairs for the whole family in here, cooking stuff for multiple day trips, and all of my recovery gear. So way more than I need for just a quick one night, but it's a lot easier just to bring everything since it's already packed and whatnot, as opposed to like cleaning it out and only taking what I need. So yeah, this is kind of the setup. One or two of these totes, one might get stacked here, the other one might just be left outside, but this is kind of where I'm gonna sleep. I'll show you my sleeping setup before I kind of hit the hay for the night. And then I do have the reflective panels that I made for the car that I'll put in. I think I may have forgotten the windshield one. Oh well, it's way up there. But I've just got my chair out. It's kind of rocky and there's a tree here, so I'm not going to put the awning out, but it is raining on me just very lightly. I brought a hardcore raincoat if I need it, otherwise I have this kind of windbreaker thing. But yeah, okay, I rearranged. I moved the truck so that the awning can be deployed right here facing the river. I think it'll be a better spot. Truth is, it was just raining a little bit too much and the hatch wasn't providing enough. So now I'm gonna make some dinner and chill. I'm just soloing it today, so keeping it super simple. I didn't bring my 5-gallon jerry because I don't need that much water, so I just brought 1 or 2 of these gallon jugs, and I'm making some fancy top ramen. So just gonna boil up some water, get my ramen cooking. I've also got oatmeal, I've got some Mountain House meals, I've got some miscellaneous snacks, some beef jerky. This is all you know, the cooking stuff. So yeah, let's make some food. All right, I better show you this before it gets too dark, but this is the single person back of the 4Runner camping setup that I've been using lately. I've got the front seat scooted forward, and then I have a toolbox and a folded backup emergency blanket right there, and then my pillows. A little bit of storage is my platform I made. And then I have 2 Thermarest pads, just because they suck, and my sleeping bag. I've got another backup blanket here, but I'm not using the blankets because, oh, other side. Tonight, I'm planning on using this diesel heater that I put together. When I get it set up, I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys, but I'm gonna have to make a separate video that goes over the details. Tonight is really just to try it out because, in the great words of Mike from Workshop and Wilderness Adventures, if it doesn't work, then it's a prototype. So we'll see if it works. Well, this is the cozy setup. And then these are my window reflectors that will go in all the windows all around the vehicle to kind of give me some privacy. Also help keep some heat in. And this is what I've been doing. I've just been chilling, eating some beef jerky and dinner, and hanging out by the river. Well, good morning from the Hoh River. Slept pretty good last night. Actually, got way too hot with the diesel heater, but I ended up messing with the settings and got it all figured out. It worked like a charm. I've got it running in through the window through a DIY, just quick bulkhead that I threw together out of cardboard. You can see real quick. And then you can see here I used 60% of my Jackery 240 last night. So that thing worked pretty dang well. That's the first time I've ran it for that long. That was about 9 or 10 hours, I think, that I had that thing running. So pretty dang good. I'll plug that into my car and have it charged. But I think this morning I'm gonna get kind of packed up, do a little bit more exploring around the area, around this river and some of the trails while I'm off in this area. And make my way down to Ocean Shores, where my wife and mother-in-law and son, they have a hotel tonight, so I'll be joining them for that, and we're just gonna goof off on the beach, drive around, and just have a kind of a little staycation, vacation thing. And so I'll take you along with that, but I'm gonna end this video here. So I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. See ya.